I think I better get Node out for a run.
We've done it again. It just crashes constantly. Oh, don't film this. Since 8 o'clock this morning I've been trying to render the previews for this damn video. It has taken so long and the computer just keeps crashing. Not even sort of like a wheel of death.
Okay.
So, let's go. When your computer is making your life an absolute misery. First of all, go for a run, and secondly...
a beer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sony, focus, focus.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think I've needed any run as badly as I needed that one today, I tell you.
No, you poor thing.
That computer was driving me absolutely crazy. I've got to get that fixed soon. We've got a weekly quota of 2 beers.
And this is number 1.
Oh yeah. And I think it's certainly well earned. But tomorrow, we've got a long run planned on the mountain. It'll be really interesting to see what's happened up there with after the floods from last weekend. But I think we need an early night because it's a long run tomorrow.
Yeah.
So do you know where we are this time round?
Yes, I do, actually.
Yeah, we'd planned to be up on the mountain today, but we just happened to check the website before we started off, which is just as well because it says for all bushwalkers and hikers, everybody to stay out of the Wellington Park, particularly the tracks because of the floods last week. But a bit of a shame because it was looking pretty good this morning up there, a bit sunnier than it is now. But we're down on the foothills of the mountain and it's not too bad, there's some really good tracks around here. Been a frustrating few days. First, the light fiasco, which I didn't even want to think about, but I got an email to say that they have reimbursed the money, but there's unfortunately no sign of that yet in my bank account. In the meantime, I've bought another one, so I'm out the money for 2 lights, and I've got none to show for it. The one that was meant to be overnight delivery hasn't arrived. The other one, the money's not on our bank account, yet, so I don't know. We'll see. But no, we headed off then this morning to correspondence. thought that was going to be great. The weather was looking absolutely perfect for it. We decided to go through the back way. Road was closed. So head back home, dropped the car off at home, decided to head up the mountain, got a bit of the way up and realised that all of the tracks had been closed. I would, decided got to do the right thing. One of the parts of the mountain that had suffered the most was the new track that they'd put in up above the springs, between, what would that be, 700 metres and 1200 metres maybe. They'd put in this new track which was tons of gravel to even everything out on tracks that were actually pretty nice just the way they were.
Used to be my favourite track.
It used to be one of my favourite tracks, yeah, because it was just so natural, and then they put in the new surface, so you do got to ask yourself really how sensible it is to put in that sort of track in places where the can be such extreme weather conditions.
Yeah.
Oh no. Somebody once said, obstacles that you don't overcome are just excuses. But it's been one of those weeks, I tell you, where everything just seems to have gone wrong. But I really didn't think we were going to end up with a video. First of all, the GoPro, we seem to have lost it. Yeah, there's don't know where it is. We've got everything else that you need, just not the actual camera bit. So we ended up having to video everything with the bigger camera. Secondly, the computer just wouldn't render, just kept crashing all the time. Just wouldn't. I can't render it. So I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to be able to render out this video to export it. If anybody has any idea about how to fix this problem that we're currently having with Premiere Pro and the latest version of Mac OS, I would love to hear from you, because it is making my life so much more difficult. Hours and hours and hours longer than necessary to render this video. And the third thing is, the long run. The long run, just the whole mountain, everything that we had planned where we were going to run, both
it's
not possible. But anyway. So here we are, end of the video. It looks like it's going to be one this week after all. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope it turned out okay anyway. And
see you next time.
We will, yeah. See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Ist schon kalt.
Ist schon kalt.
Das ist voll.
And the coffee's cold.
Oh, yeah.
No. Can you microwave coffee?
You could try it.